Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Now, in today's video, we're going to be doing our new series called What If Naruto Had a Custom Dojutsu? Now, if you want to find out what this custom dojutsu is and how it works and everything, make sure to stick around till the end. And yeah, with that, let's just go head right into the what if. And also, before we start, I just want to say I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and it would really help if you guys could, subscribe. And just so you know, a list of things I'll do when I hit 1,000 subscribers is probably, release a bunch of movies, a Naruto movie, and my first MHA movie probably. I'm just saying, probably. I'm planning on doing a lot of things at 1K subs, but if you want to see that, please do subscribe. And with that, let's get right into the video. Okay, so first, I guess I should explain what this custom dojutsu is gonna be. So, basically, what's gonna happen is Naruto is gonna be born with this a custom dojutsu, as suggested by the title, that is OP. Literally, probably one of the strongest dojutsus in the entire series, right? Now, what is it gonna look like? Well, to imagine what it's gonna look like, basically, it's gonna be a blue dojutsu. So, think of the blue dojutsus, not exactly Tenseigan, but, something like that with the color scheme. And inside of it is going to be a pattern / design that kind of looks like a combination between Itachi's Mangekyo and Obito's Mangekyo. So if you take something in between those, that's kind of like what Naruto's eyes look like, but blue. Now, you guys might be like, so what is this? What is this this crazy dojutsu that looks like the Jogan with the Mangekyo Sharingan? Well, it isn't the Mangekyo Sharingan plus Jogan. It's something completely different. As suggested by the title, it's a custom dojutsu, and its powers will be revealed within the what if. So enjoy, guys. Basically, we start off this story when Naruto is at the age of 4. Now, this will be approximately when Naruto was just walking around, once again, since his parents are dead, being bullied by a bunch of villagers. And he would just have been walking around the forest, finally, peacefully for once, because this is the only place that nobody gets to, attack him, as he'd be slowly making his way through the snow, as he would hear some noises, being like, what's this? As he'd look around to see Hinata getting beat up by a bunch of kids. Naruto would recognize Hinata and be like, what? Hey, you guys, stop doing that! And the bullies would just look up and be like, and who are you to say that? As the other kid would say, I think that's the Ninetales brat. As they would start laughing and being like, kid, you better go away or else this isn't gonna end well for you. As Naruto picks up a snowball and throws it at one of the bullies. As he's like, why you? As he rushes in, as Naruto doesn't stand a chance, as he starts getting beaten up. And Hinata rushes in, trying to protect Naruto, but the bullies, once again, manage to brush her aside and start beating up Naruto again. As they're like, That is for all of the things you did to this village, you Nine-Tails demon. As they just keep beating him up and harder and harder. As Naruto just struggles to get out as he's trying to punch them, kick them, anything, just trying to get out of their grip. So he says, "Stop!" And suddenly his eyes turn a blue, bright blue with a different shade of blue, because Naruto's eyes are already blue normally, with the pattern within them, as Naruto sends out a explosion of chakra that literally blasts away all of the bullies, as he's like, "Stop, let me go." And Naruto is just saying this so the bullies are just like, "What was that?" As they look at Naruto, and Naruto says, "Where do you think you're going?" As the bullies start stepping back and then stop. It's like, "Well, no matter, we're not scared of you." As Naruto's like, "Yeah, we'll see about that." And they just run in at Naruto, as Naruto in this form with his dojutsu activated, it's almost like, obviously not exactly, but it's actually really similar to Ultra Instinct, where Naruto is in the state where he's like extremely overpowered and a really like calm sort of state of mind where he can't, he's just in this calm and analytic state of mind. Anyways, sorry. The bully just try to come in at him, trying to, beat him up. But Naruto, literally, in like the blink of an eye, literally just almost at lightning speed, just goes to each of them. Like in the blink of an eye, literally just knocking all of them out in nearly one move. And then his eyes revert to normal, and just he falls to the ground unconscious. So Hinata is once again thankful and develops a crush on Naruto, just like in the original for this, and this time admires him even more than in the original, because he was able to display such crazy power and actually beat the bullies. So anyways, Naruto gets sent to the hospital, and Hinata goes home. Sorry guys, I have to keep pausing the recording for reasons, but anyways, back to the story. After this, Naruto wakes up and he's like, "Yo, what was that power?" Because, he just went God mode there. He's like, I gotta learn what that was. So because of that, for the next 4 years until he goes to the academy, he ends up training. And by training, I mean he trains a lot. He is always just training, doing his push-ups, doing some chakra control stuff, always just trying to get better, trying to unlock the powers of that dojutsu. And eventually, before the time when, the academy starts, he actually manages to learn how to use his dojutsu, which means he can activate it at will. Anyways, this is when we skip to Naruto's first day at the academy. Now, on this day, Naruto would wake up first thing and be like, "Let's go, I'm finally going to the academy." He's just so hyped, and he just runs straight to the academy. And he arrives really early, as he sits down and he's like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna make new friends, this is gonna be so cool, I'm gonna learn, I'm gonna get stronger." And he's just in this super joyous state until, he just waits. Everyone else slowly comes into the room. And at first, Naruto didn't quite notice it, and he started thinking it was just a coincidence, didn't think much of it. But by the time everyone ended up coming into the room, it became apparent. Nobody wanted to sit next to him. Everyone was sitting at least a couple meters away from him, and shooting weird looks at him, just saying like, yo, this guy, that's the nine-tailed rat. You heard him? He's right there. Like, they're just like, everybody's just like, whispering behind his back, being like, yeah, did you hear about that? That's the nine-tailed rat. Just talking and being away from him. The closest person to him was Hinata. But Iruka was just like, never mind. And he said, okay, well, let's start off with a quick little thing. Since this is your first day at the academy and I don't really know all of your levels, I'm gonna put you through a bit of a exam, let's say. And everyone's like, groaning, meaning, what, an exam, come on. And Iroka's like, no, you're not getting graded or anything, it's just to see what level you're at. Trust me, it'll be fun. As everyone's like, yeah, sure, I guess. As first, they start with the written exam. Naruto actually does really well in the written exam because he has been training his mind a little bit as well, although he's definitely not at the top of the class either. Now, although this might not have mattered so much, the next couple of events will. And this is when they move on to the shuriken training. And they get 10 shurikens, as everybody has to make as many of them as they can. Until Naruto goes, Sasuke was at first place, having hit 9 of the 10 targets. But Naruto's like, amateur, as he took out his shurikens and kunai and turned on his dojutsu, as suddenly he saw everything differently. Like my man with the dojutsu, he will not miss a shot. I am telling you, he is like the most, with the dojutsu on, Naruto can make the most precise and calculated and perfect movements in the world, you know what I mean? So Naruto turns on the dojutsu, and it's almost like numbers are popping up in his head and the calculations are being made for him, as all he has to do is initiate the action. So he takes out the kunai and effortlessly throws it at the target with perfect form, landing a perfect bullseye again and again and again and again and again and again, every time. Naruto just keeps doing this all the way until he literally gets 10 out of 10 on the kunai and shuriken throwing exam, which kind of annoys Sasuke and makes him be like, yo, this kid's beating me? That's not okay. That shouldn't be possible. I'm the best, because he has that superiority complex and everything. And so basically he's just like, you know what, doesn't matter, I'll prove my strength to him in the next game, also known as the sparring. Now, Naruto and Sasuke are put up against each other, with Sasuke being like, perfect. Now, I'll finally show to Naruto that I am stronger. And Naruto's just like, finally, a worthy opponent. As they both step on, and the match begins, as they both run into each other. And they open with a bunch of taijutsu moves, with Sasuke attacking first, going for a punch, uppercut, jab, just doing a bunch of punches and then a kick. But Naruto is not bad at taijutsu either, as he blocks the attacks and starts counterattacking. And they go at this for 30 seconds until it starts to become more and more clear that Sasuke is slowly just gaining the upper hand, and at this point gaining the advantage on Naruto. Now, Naruto realizing this is like, well, this is slightly inconvenient, I guess, but doesn't really matter too much, as Sasuke, seeing that Naruto just won't give up, steps back as he sighs and is like, well, you didn't give up, you asked for this. as he starts weaving hand signs and says, "Fireball Jutsu!" and throws the fireball straight at Naruto. This is when, the fireball becomes huge, as it literally completely, what seems like covers Naruto and everywhere in the nearby area, just seemingly killing Naruto, or at least injuring him to a very high degree. Now, this is when Sasuke smirks, as he's like, that should teach him a lesson. A fireball, point blank range, like that? Yeah. He's not coming back from that one. As the smoke clears, and there's nothing there. Naruto is gone. Sasuke's first thought was confusion, and the second thought was, he must just have been incinerated completely. What have I done? I think I took it a bit too far. As, he's just thinking this in his head for like a millisecond before Naruto says, "Are you sure about that?" And Sasuke tries to look behind him to see Naruto standing there with his eyes shining blue. And Sasuke is about to react, but Naruto swiftly chops him on the neck as Sasuke passes out. And after closing his eyes, Naruto's eyes just go back to normal, as he's like, well, maybe you weren't that strong after all. I'll have to find someone else worthy of this dojutsu, worthy to fight this dojutsu, as he walks away. Now, we go over to Sasuke waking up in the hospital, saying, as he just punches the air. He's like, wait, where am I? As Iruka's like, well, Naruto knocked you out. As Sasuke's like, God damn it, as he smashes his fist onto the bed. He's like, why? How could he escape that fireball? I saw it hit him. As Iruka's just looking at his facial expression and understanding, and he's like, Naruto's a strong one. So are you. You both have a lot of... As Sasuke's like, shut up, I'm trying to think here. How? What is the source of Naruto's strength? And what happened to his eyes? And, he's just thinking about this, as he doesn't have an answer for it yet, but he'll learn. And basically, with that, we kind of just skip on to the continuation of the academy, where Naruto consistently continues to place higher than Sasuke in everything they do. As, sparring, Naruto wins. They do endurance tests, Naruto wins. Shuriken throwing, Naruto wins. And at this point, Sasuke was just like really, really angry and kind of at a state where it was like hopeless. It's almost like Sasuke just started seeing Naruto as another one of those huge obstacles, kind of like Itachi, that he kind of had to overcome to become stronger. And Naruto also just breezed through the academy, having no challenge at all. And we skip to the graduation exam, where Naruto gets called up to do a shadow clone jutsu and show Iruka a shadow clone jutsu and pass and become a genin. Naruto swiftly walks up as he's like, oh, okay, this will be simple, as he puts his hand signs together as he creates multiple mud clones. Now, not only can he do this because he's a lot more knowledgeable than in the original, but also because in that moment, he activated his dojutsu. And using his dojutsu heavily increases his chakra control, which did aid him with, performing the jutsu. As everyone is impressed, as they start clapping for Naruto, and Sasuke is just watching in the back, being like, I'll show you, I'm better than him. As, Sasuke obviously passes well, and they just move on. But before Naruto exits the building, he's like, hey, Iruka, would you mind if I challenged you to a match? And Iruka's just like, no, unfortunately, as much as I would like to fight you, I can't. There are rules in place saying that since I'm your sensei, I can't really, teacher, I can't really fight you, that there are rules for my job saying that, so I probably would get fired. As Naruto's like, why? That's just the dumbest rule in the entire world. And Iruka's like, yeah, I know, but it's just reasons. And Naruto's like, you know what, never mind, as he walks off. The next day, Team 7 once again meets up at the academy to meet their Jonin sensei, as they learn that Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke will be in Team 7 with Kakashi sensei. And Sasuke's like, I'm with Naruto. Well, I guess that means I'll get more opportunities to prove that I'm stronger than him. And Naruto's like, this is a decent team. Except for Sakura, of course, but this is a decent team. And they end up waiting there for an hour for Kakashi to arrive. And eventually, when he does arrive, it's just like, everyone's like, wow, it took you this long to arrive. And Naruto is just like, you know what, never mind, what are we supposed to do? As Kakashi's like, whoa, calm down. It's just I got lost on the path of life. Anyway, because that's anyways isn't correct. Anyway, Kakashi told them to meet them on the roof, as everybody went up to the roof with Kakashi's body flickering up there. Once everybody was there, Kakashi told everyone to introduce themselves. Now, Naruto gave the exact same introduction he did in the original, where he wanted to become Hokage and the greatest shinobi, he liked ramen, etc. Sakura, I'm not even gonna cover Sakura. Sakura's just like, I like a certain someone. I want to be, my goal is to be a certain someone's wife, just doing her entire thing. And Sasuke is also gonna be emo, saying he doesn't have any particular likes or dislikes, and his goal or determination, as he puts it, is to kill a certain someone. The only difference to his goals are going to be that not only does he want to kill a certain someone, he also wants to surpass Naruto's strength. Now, he doesn't exactly say that, because even though he's kind of accepted this, he just doesn't want to admit out loud that Naruto's stronger than him. It's kind of like, he accepted the fact, but he almost doesn't want to talk about it, as if talking about it will make it true, and as if talking about it will make him weak, Sasuke stuff. And so he's just like, I want to surpass a certain someone, looking at Naruto. And Naruto's just like, yeah, I know, in his head. And Kakashi's like, yeah, you guys seem like an interesting team. Just meet me tomorrow at the field at 7 a.m. sharp. As Naruto's like, will you be there? As Kakashi says, yeah, of course I will. And Naruto says, will you be there on time? And as Kakashi's like, why do you ask so many questions? Just know that you have to be at the field tomorrow. And, down at the training grounds, we'll meet and we'll have our first thing as a team. As Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura are like, okay, I guess. As Kakashi poofs into smoke, revealing that he was a shadow clone. And Naruto says, guys, it's fine. Arrive at least 30 minutes late. He won't be there. As everyone gives a quick nod and heads off. That is unfortunately where I'm going to be having to leave this a what if off. Guys, I'm sorry I haven't been able to post a lot lately. It's just I haven't been finding the time to. So much homework and stuff to do. It's just not working out for me. But don't worry, I will just try to keep uploading here. I wouldn't want to let you guys down. I wouldn't want to have you guys go an entire month with no what ifs from me, because I mean, what sort of YouTuber would I be if I did that? But anyways, yeah, that's the end of the video. Please do subscribe, and with that, I must say goodbye.